I just want to say, you know, can we all get along?
Well, can't we? Question is, have we ever? Hello, global citizens. I'm Topher Morris, and you're watching AMTV Alternative Media Television. This is what Canadian astronaut Chris Hadfield told reporters a couple weeks ago when he looked over a photo of war-torn Syria from his stellar seat 251 miles above the Earth. Quote, "When we look down on a place that is currently in great turmoil or strife, it's hard to reconcile the inherent patience and beauty of the world with the terrible things that we can do to each other." Hadfield, the first commander of the International Space Station, aka the beautiful UN in the sky, predominantly funded by US taxpayers, did acknowledge obvious territorial and personal dimensions to world affairs, but also added this little gem. With increased communication and with increased understanding comes a more global perspective. Evidently, increased travel helps too. Okay, Space Cadet, I understand this is off-the-cuff fluff and we're not necessarily setting policy here, but what is it with this global perspective tripe? We don't live in space, brother, and while you say going around the world in 90 minutes, you are able to see it's all one place, and I congratulate you on that. Here on the ground, it isn't. If we're all in it together, why do we even bother having countries in the first place? Transporters and international translators made by Google won't ever make a difference either. I'm not in it together with the guy down the street, let alone anyone in Syria. In the obsession with oneness, it's often forgotten our differences are what make us special. The freedom of association individuals and companies and polities enjoy allows for an infinite combination of experiments and alternatives spanning the gamut of human experience. This holds true for all relationships, from the subatomic particle to mankind itself. The globalist culture is obsessed with this bigger is better, and if two heads are better than one, why not 300 million? How about a billion heads? The answer is large groups, whether they are countries, companies, or unions, function under a groupthink or mob mentality. It is the reason there will never be global peace. We learn this from science. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. World peace is predicated on the idea that there would be an organization powerful enough to enforce it. A body so large it would crumble under its own weight and by design. The ensuing melee would bring anything but peace. The conflict in Syria is at its very core a result of this global perspective, which scarcely appreciates the very parochial and personal situation at play every day on the ground in Syria. Geopolitical strategists for years have been so concerned with seeing the forest for the trees, they've abandoned the details, where unfortunately the lives of Syrian citizens are lived day to day. A realm where statistics and stratagem have no place. The persistent effort to forge alliances, unions, federations, feigned in the effort to chase peace and prosperity, necessarily subordinate the sovereign state in the plans of the people who constitute it. The entire endeavor pretends abuse and conflict on ever larger scales. No one government, one plan, one system, or one person can ever offer utopia. Utopia is here. When someone passively says next time, "We're all in it together," you can immediately say, "Yeah? Well, I want out." And if they let you, you're free. If they don't, well, capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV Monday through Friday. Follow me at AMTV News on Twitter. Like us on Facebook at Greenwave TV. And visit for more videos like these, amtvmedia.com, home of the AMTV network, the voice of independence.